this rainforest we've got on the other side here. You're going to hear about it today on the buses. There's three really important things about it. The first one is it's the oldest forest in the world. I mean, a big crocodile eats a big fish. It doesn't feed again for 4 to 6 weeks. And I know as a human I can go for as long as, well, you know, up to 3 hours without food. So, nice look here. I did mention it was one of the most biodiverse forests in the world. As we go up this bank, all you've got to do is count leaf shapes that you see. Every different leaf shape is a different plant species. Along this bank, well, if you don't...
Turn the post down. Why did you turn me out? It's such a big...
Alright everyone, welcome to the Daintree River Ferry. This ferry started operation in 1957. Well, a ferry started operation in 1957. It was originally a 2-car army punt and it took about an hour to cross the river. Luckily nowadays, it only takes about 5 minutes, which is brilliant. Also, it carries a lot more vehicles nowadays. Why the change? Well, the change occurred when the road to Cape Tribulation was tarred. And that was in the early 1980s, so it was quite some time ago, driving through the beautiful rainforest. So, as I said, why the change? The change occurred in the early 1980s to the current cable-run ferry because it was they needed to get a lot more vehicles across the road. Tourism went from some 30,000 people a year in pre.
Place where, look at the ground, everything's wet. It's very hard to start a fire without an accelerant of some. This is tidal, so it looks like the water's quite low at the moment. It is. The water level will rise about 1 metre on what you see it now, and that's at high tide. All these trees, all the weird looking tree roots will all go underwater. And these tree roots, they help these trees breathe in the really wet conditions they stick insects, by their very name, when they're frightened, will make themselves look like a stick. Maybe a stick weaving in the wind or something like that. If I can touch him, he might actually show us that. You going to show us being a stick? No.
But this, you can pay me, I don't go here. You can pay me, I don't go this. This all.
No recovery. If these guys fail anything more than 80 feet off the ground, they're just going to glide again. And with these